Here is how to be alive. If you can't do that,
it's not something that you can just make up about yourself. You have to be able to show that you are as strong as you say you are. Especially if you're competing in strongman.
All right, here we are, episode 60. Devin's age.
That's 60. Holy shit.
60 weeks.
Matches
weeks
my gray hair.
Yeah, 60 weeks of Strong and Petty. Here we are, Iron Studio. I was gonna say it's really funny that you thought, just listening back to the last episode last week, you thought Wester Whiskey.
Man, did I take
22 years?
Did I take some heat for that one on the old Instagram machine?
22 years old. You thought
Yeah.
Wester. It's just funny because you see him and he looks like the most like grown adult man. He's fucking huge. He's got a big beard.
Okay,
It's
was
just
there
like,
not somebody in the Heat stand that was like 23? I swear I seen that.
Yeah, Matt Ragg is really young. No, he's not. Not him. I forget. There is somebody who's young.
There was
but-
someone at that age. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they're at Worlds and they're 23, and I thought it was Wes. And then the episode aired, and it wasn't more than 2 hours.
See, but you have
And I was already getting some messages on Instagram about how retarded I was.
but the thing is that your view of age is so skewed because you look so old, and you're only like 34,
36. Come on.
36.
Yeah.
But you look like a grizzled old man.
I look like a weathered old 47.
You look like a wizard. You look like a hillbilly wizard is what you look like.
Someone told me where else I was. I don't know if it was a restaurant the other day or where I was, and this chick's like, "Oh, what are you, 27?"
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Nobody said that.
Oh, dude, I kid you not.
What was she? Was she 9?
She might have been blind.
Yeah.
Where were we? We were at I don't know, probably Earl's. I think it was Earl's, and so I married her.
Yeah. What else could you do with that?
We're now practicing polygamy.
Jesus,
We're going full Old Testament.
What a wonderful thing that she could do for you is to tell you that. Like, holy smokes, what a beautiful gift to give you.
Yeah, I went home so full of confidence, gave it to the wife, rounded her in 10 seconds, realized, no, I'm 30.
Yeah,
36.
you were exactly the age that you.
Yeah,
that you
I'm not
actually
27.
Are.
Yeah,
You are not a 27-year-old man. So we're here. Hey, last week's episode we got.
Did I ever show you this?
Yeah, the penis one. Yeah. Last week's episode, we did some pretty good numbers. I guess all we got to do is put Luke Stoltman on the thumbnail, and that works.
Mention WSM.
Mention WSM, and then also just the fact that me and Devin can draw a crowd. You know.
That's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to the new listeners, hope you guys stick around.
I hope you guys stick around, and thanks to everybody who shared the last one, or thanks to YouTube, I guess, who shared it. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
But we got some good views on that one, so hopefully we can keep that ball rolling a little bit. Speaking of last week's episode there with the WSM stuff, have you talked to Tristan or anything since?
No, I messaged him. I replied back to his stories, and he just gave me the old thumbs up emojis. Or I'm like, oh.
He doesn't give a fuck about
just
you anymore.
Forgetting about us
all
peasants
the little
now.
guys.
Yeah.
You know what?
He's already got a seminar booked.
Tristan, when you're climbing back down that ladder, you're gonna pass us again. So don't fucking forget about these little guys here who helped you get up there, who gave you a little boost and got you up that ladder.
He's obviously never seen Home Alone where they grease the stairs.
Yeah, that's right. He's doing a seminar actually, which is funny because that was a plan that I was going to put into place too, was to bring
him in,
Tristan in for a little seminar. But he's
doing it at his own gym.
He's doing it at his own gym. He's charging $20, so fuck it. So what an amazing opportunity for anybody who I doubt very much is anybody who's listening to this who lives in Edmonton and doesn't know about Tristan and United and stuff. But if somehow you don't, I can't encourage enough that you would go and check out a World's Strongest Man finalist putting on a seminar in his own gym in your town. Like
I love the Winnipeg, or not what the Edmonton Police Service posted and stuff, and I like that stuff. I'm like, I'm a big supporter of the. I like the police. Yeah, there's bad ones, but these guys commenting, oh, I remember being able to outrun or running away from this guy one time and he couldn't catch it. Like, way to call yourself a piece of shit on Instagram without telling me you're a piece of
Yeah, there was a lot of goofiness of
I'm a criminal and I got away from him one time when I was running. That's it's good for you.
The thing that makes that's silly to me, and whatever. Like, people have all their own opinions on cops and all that stuff, and you guys can have those, and we can have whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But Tristan, as an individual, is a wonderful person, and is exactly the kind of person that you should be wanting to have as a cop in your area. And also, what you would see comments where people would be like, "Oh wow, I really feel safe knowing this guy is fucking running around and all that strength and blah blah blah." It's like, okay, so you have a guy who's perfectly capable of. defending himself, defending other people,
Yeah.
like with his physical hands, like without having to resort to deadly force, lethal force. That's exactly what you should want. You should want all your fucking cops to be jiu-jitsu black belts or competitive strongmen or whatever, like so they can take care of like situations like that without it having to be a fucking big ugly mess. But people don't, whatever.
I got a good buddy of mine. Same thing. He's a cop, and he's not a black belt jiu-jitsu, but he's getting up there in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but it's just like
he was a kickboxer. He did fights. I did some boxing with him. He's a very capable guy of hurting a lot of people. He's a big dude.
Sure.
And but he said he doesn't like using lethal force. He'd rather have those skills and be able to de-escalate a situation without having to resort to that.
It's just nonsense that people, people want to be mad on the internet, and that's fine.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of cops who've done some shitty things.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think that Tristan is probably a shit cop.
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Guaranteed he can't run.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, I can probably outrun him. No, Tristan's actually that's the funny part is that
he played football. Didn't
he's
he?
really athletic.
Yeah,
I don't think people know that he could probably outrun. So you're a fucking
a string bean.
Yeah, some loser who's never worked out before, and you think because you're skinny you can run fast. Well, guess what? Tristan's an athlete, and he's fucking strong, and his legs work properly.
And it takes strength to be a sprinter.
Right, like he can run, man. So don't be so sure. Don't be so sure that you can outrun Super Cop from Edmonton, Tristan Hoth.
Man, that reminds me of a story years back. I had a buddy who grew up in North End, and he had fought this big dude in school in his later years of school, and he's like, this dude was big. So he's like, he came out, and I suckered that guy all I had. And the guy just looked at me and smiled. And he's like, unfortunately for me, he could run faster mad than I could scared. He's like, the guy caught me and used my head as a football.
Pummeled him. Yeah. We love Tristan. So if you're in his neck of the woods for that seminar, please, I encourage you to check it out because it's going to be obviously awesome. And if nothing else, who do we got?
I don't know.
If nothing else, I would love to just
not Tristan Hoth.
Sit and sit. Yeah, couldn't be Tristan. Let's just sit and
Tristan
just chat with Tristan about it.
Yeah, Tristan used to because now obviously it's a big deal, so he's our main focus. But he used to have a friend that he competed with.
Who was that person? He's
Travis Krushelnicki.
I was gonna say I think someone from Regina or something, but
No, but thanks to all new listeners. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, very sweet.
Before we get too deep in, let's hit our sponsor, Jeremy Weens.
Yes.
Oh,
Nicholas.
I was using the wrong ass. I couldn't see him. Jeremy Weens, Realtor. I had him over on Monday, and I'm like, which one is it, Realty or Realtor? And he's like, I think it's Realtor.
So he doesn't know.
He did, but I forget already.
He told you and you just forgot.
I even asked him, like, I know you can get shit. There's these new laws with some real estate shit you got to watch you say and all this gay stuff. But and I'm just like, yeah, shit. So, but Jeremy Weens, Realtor.
Yeah.
Hit him up for all your realtor needs.
If you need your house bought, sold,
benched.
Yeah, if you need a realtor to come in there into your open house and just start hitting fucking big bench presses, who else would you call besides Jeremy Weens? That's the only guy you're gonna get on your speed dial for that one.
I don't know if I give the Upton the weight loss challenge me and him are doing, but he is.
Well, he won already.
He's spanking me. It's really bad. He lost 40 pounds since we started this challenge, and I'm down 5. So we're on pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's like, I don't believe it. So he went and bought a new scale. He ordered a whole new scale. He's like, there's no way. There's something wrong with this scale. So he orders this new scale, and his new scale shows that he didn't lose any weight. But his clothing, he's like, there's no way this. He jumps on his old scale, lost weight. Jumped on the new scale, it's up like 40 pounds. So now he's panicking, right? Gets his girlfriend to jump on the old scale, accurate. He's like, heck with this. Go straight to the gym, use the big sliding scale. It matches his old scale.
Oh, okay, good.
So his new scale from Amazon is
so
wrong.
Ordered a new one that was a piece of trash.
Yeah, he was panicking. He's like, "There's no way. There's no way I didn't lose any weight." Yeah,
well,
so good on him.
Jeremy's the guy who's doing big things, and if you want somebody who's like, dedicated to his craft, and also at the same time, that he's going to be making sure that he's living a good long time to be selling houses down the road.
Yep.
For you and your family, Jeremy Weens, that's the man.
Jeremy Weens, Realtor, Instagram, Facebook, Vimo.
Sure, I don't know
how that works.
Yeah. MySpace.
Only feet.
He's probably on Wix. There's one called like AsianCity.com.
I was going to say, where are we going with this? AsianSomething.com?
Yeah, there's one. I know there's an Asian social media site that I wasn't allowed onto, but some people I know were.
Do you have to submit a nude to get on?
Yeah, I think so.
I'd get in.
Speaking 2 seconds ago about seminars. So
about nude Asians.
Yeah. Yeah. Jan,
how you doing?
Yeah. She's gonna love that. we have a very exciting. Actually, we have 2 seminars, one booked by me and one booked by Devin coming. We're going to announce Devin's next week.
Yeah.
Because we're going to keep you guys in anticipation, and it's actually really kind of cool because I think that both of these seminars are going to offer, like they really will not cross over all that much.
No, they won't.
Like they'll be very, very different experiences, very, very different learning experiences. I've already announced mine, so I won't hold it off on it too much longer. But it's Lucas Hatton. He's going to be like he started doing what do you call it? Instructional videos for different lifts on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I went and watched him, and I was like, holy shit, this guy is really technical.
I mentioned that Mara watched his video.
Yeah.
And then she's like, don't give my secrets away. I'm like, damn. So I watched that video through and through because circuit jumbo is something that we generally in this province suck balls
There's just nobody who's been really, really good at it.
Exactly. And I teach a certain way. I coach a lot of people. I'm like, man, like, you know, I listened to Terry Rady do his seminar here, and I learned a bunch from that, and I watched some different videos, and, like, it's just something that's kind of evaded me.
Yeah.
And I listened to that video, and he breaks it down into 3 different ways of cleaning and different pressing, and I'm like, holy shit, that clicked to me, and I've used it the last 2 or 3 weeks with my clients, like, hey, I give credit to him. Like, well, where'd you learn that? I'm like, watch Luke's Hatton video, learn some stuff from him. I learned this from Terry. I always give credit to where I learn my stuff. I don't know if coaches really do that, but I'm always, it's all been written. Why wouldn't I give credit where it came from?
I didn't invent this
shit.
Yeah,
and mixing the 2 together, man, I'm having some good results. I've had 4 or 5 clients all PR the circuit done last. I'm like, yeah, this is good.
His information is really, really good. If anybody's not aware of his background, he was America's Strongest Man last year. He got an invite to North America's Strongest Man, where I think he got 2nd place, which is a big fucking deal, losing only to Trey Mitchell in that one. So that's a huge, huge showing. And then he got his big, like, you know, the North America's is technically international, I guess, but his big, like, international show with, like, the really big dogs was the Arnold Expo UK, where he got 3rd place in that one. Like, he podiumed at his first major competition like that when he's up against guys like Hooper and just like these absolute monsters of the sport. So and he won. There was an event that was it was like the Power Challenge, I think they called it, or something, where it was a very, very heavy yoke for a run into 3 or 4, I forget, circus dumbbells, and he was the only guy who finished the whole run.
Which is crazy.
With like I said, with Hooper on the fucking roster and stuff.
And we're hoping to nail him on the podcast here too.
Absolutely. That's we're still have to discuss that with him. He doesn't know that yet.
He doesn't know yet, Lucas.
We're gonna do our very best.
Clearly, he listens to Sean Petty.
Yeah, I gotta.
Biggest fan.
Now you know.
Yeah, he got us to autograph a circus dumbbell and send it to him.
I gotta call him after this, so maybe I'll start to hammer the details with him.
Maybe ask that for this thing yours.
Yeah,
we're hoping to, yeah.
But it's going to be a really awesome experience. We're going to hold it right here at Iron Age. If anybody came to Allison Lockhart's or Terry Rady's seminars, the bar was set very high by both of those people.
Oh, yeah.
They both really crushed their seminars. I was just really like the example that I always give for Allison. If anybody doesn't really understand how smart Allison is, she gave Thrones an adjustment on his form on his deadlift that he like took home and used. Now, if you change something that Thrones is doing, like he has thought about every angle of why he's doing something. So if you change something, that means you've really found something that's good and useful. So I was like, damn, that Allison, that's legendary status right there. But her and Terry both just crushed their seminars.
I've been to both seminars.
Yeah.
I did the Dan Green one at Brick House.
Yeah.
That was the first seminar I've done.
Okay.
I did one with Darren Mailing years back.
Yeah.
On bodybuilding stuff. And I don't get why people don't show up to these things more. It's not a call being like, oh, you're not a piece of shit. What I've learned from those 3 seminars, I have used bits of every one of those seminars in my program. And it changed. Because I'm a guy, I mean, we know I'm not great with books. I struggle with books. You put me in a trade, like, I learned to use Stroff in 2 days and started my own company. Like, it was siding I learned in a couple months. I've been on my own for 18 years, and I have one of the bigger siding companies in the province. I work with hands-on. If I see it, I can replicate it.
Yep.
That's where I excel. And these seminars for $80, I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on courses that I'm not getting nothing. I'm getting some stuff from, but not much. But for $80, it doesn't even make sense that you wouldn't, unless you're if you're honestly in a financial bind where the $80 and you can prove to me that $80 is a struggle right now. Shoot me a message. We'll figure something out.
There you go. That's pretty cool. So it's one of those things where he's a high level competitor. He coaches people. Like I know he was coaching people at the Arnolds this year. So he's a guy where he's just gonna have a lot of information, and he's like I say, he's extremely technical, and also on top of that, he's fucking good. He's doing the Shaw this year, the Strongest Man on Earth, I guess they call it now.
That's looking like a crazy show.
It's gonna be an insane show. I can't wait for that one. And it's just like he's a guy where if you come see him in Winnipeg on June 22nd, I think next year, June 22nd, you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe that fucking this megastar was in this gym and with teaching us just how to do circus dumbbell or whatever the fuck. Because he's just he's right on the cusp of he got an invite to World's Strongest Man this year, but he actually declined. Like he declined an invite to World's Strongest Man because he was like, it's just too soon. I have my own show I'm putting on and stuff. And that's somebody who is fucking confident.
Yeah.
That's somebody who's very, very confident that he will be invited again.
Yeah.
Because, you just don't turn down an invite unless you're absolutely
Well, and that's
sure.
the thing about us at Manitoba Strongman. We are Strong Manitoba. I mean, it's Manitoba Strong, but really Strong Manitoba is we're trying to just build this community of you're putting on that seminar. We talked about seminars, but I didn't tell you who I was bringing in. You didn't tell me you're bringing in. We're like, I'm bringing a seminar in. It's going to be nutrition-based. You're bringing this. Let's get this done.
Yeah.
And it's not, I mean, it helps us to learn, but it's to make everybody better.
Right.
The coaches in the province.
Yeah.
Why not get more coaches?
Right.
Why not get more knowledgeable people? Why not have a better representation at nationals,
Right.
OSG? Look at what Saskatchewan's done, Alberta's done, and BC's done.
Right.
And we're on the cusp of that here in this province. We got a couple of heavy hitters that just need, they're right there.
Right.
Like you guys are all right there. I mean, you've won one pro show there in Cuba, which is no one's won a pro show, and I don't think anybody won a pro show in Manitoba yet.
Maybe Dom? I don't know. I'd have to look into that.
I don't think he did win a pro show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want that we're the same. Strong Manitoba was built as a nonprofit LLC.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yeah, those guys smashed me back finally. But
They did?
Yeah, finally. Yeah, gave me just this big spiel of whatever,
Wow.
trying to help their promoters, which is whatever. That's fine. I'm a capitalist. So I like for profit.
Yeah. Whatever.
I also put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in a year, so
Yeah.
I think that should be paid.
And not to make this like I don't want to make everything that we do about money or this and that whatever, but like please let me assure you that this Lucas Hatton seminar is not about me making money off of the community or anything, because I'm not going to make money.
I literally
back on
asked
this.
Tyler before the show, and he doesn't know how to say this. What's this? Because I know it's my seminar. It's costing me, and it's a lot. And I'm like, what are you paying? And he told me, he's like, well, I got to cover his flights. I got to cover his hotel. I got to cover this. This is my cost. And then any dime above that, I'm giving directly to him. So Tyler's actually not making $1.
Nothing.
What we'll get from it is if Lucas does our podcast, we'll get hopefully a couple clicks.
Yeah.
And maybe eventually monetize.
But I guess what we get out of it is that everybody in the strongman community in Manitoba gets better.
Yes.
And I get better as a coach, and all my competitors get better as athletes.
Well, how many coaches do you know back in the days when we were competing and learning would do something? Like, they'd meet a guy like that, but they'd keep all the knowledge to
They keep themselves, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not sharing this shit.
Yeah, absolutely. It used to be a big secret.
And I'm a little bit on the opposite side, maybe too far, because I give everybody's addresses away at their names in there. And I'm just like, I'm an open book, and I just think everybody should know. If I know something, why wouldn't I tell you?
Well, that's the thing is that it's like, as you said earlier, it's not my knowledge.
Exactly.
Like someone told me this thing, and it's not fair for me to be like, ooh, now I get to keep this to myself forever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what I would love to see though is like we have so many people in Manitoba right now who are doing the best thing that you can do for strongman, which is introducing new people to strongman.
Yeah.
Which is just showing them, hey, this is really fun. It's really cool. It's like easy to get involved with. It's something you wouldn't normally do. So what I really want to see is the people who are bringing in new people there so that they can better teach new people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And this goes without saying that I want to see all the coaches, all the people who claim to be strongman coaches in Manitoba. I want to see them there because obviously.
Yeah.
But I also want to see the people there who are just helping people out.
Yep.
Because it's going to make you like. You're going to have more confidence in teaching people. You're going to be better at it. You're going to have more information to share with them.
Yep.
And it's going to make it so that there's more retention when someone asks you a question and you're not just like, I don't know, it's just the way it is. When you can explain to them why you're doing something, why there's a technique, why it matters, then there's going to be a lot more retention. You're going to see a lot more people who are interested in strongman.
Well, and this weekend I went to Brick House on Saturday.
Right.
So I had a weekend that freed up. I was supposed to be hiking with Gordon Joss. We were supposed to do a hike, but it rained, and so we ended up canceling the hike. And so I went. I'm like, you know what? Because I don't get free Saturdays, especially in the summer. I'm like, I got a free Saturday. So Clint has been bugging me. Can you come out to Brick House, help us with some things? Yeah. So I went out there, me and Danielle on Saturday, and all new people this year.
Yeah.
The one guy competed there at the one or two of them competed at the novice. Oh, then Sabrina, Natasha, and her dad.
Nice.
We're all there. Clint, Jan was there. Was only able to stay for 30 minutes. And then Jesse rolled in. He only had a 5 or 10 minute spot between his work. He could pop in and say hi. But
But it's nice for everyone to just make
Muriel.
seen,
They all went, and I asked them, and they're all signed up for Tolstoy.
Tremendous.
Which I'm like, well, shit, this is where a lot of Clint. I give Clint some credit. He's done a really great job of getting. I mean, these people are all very new.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be top of the pack at MSM type of thing, but give them 3, 4, 5 years. And so I was really impressed. We worked on some circus dumbbell, some stuff on car deadlift, just different little techniques on log with cleans. I went through a bunch of things. I spent 2 hours there, and then I went golfing to shooters. And like a man didn't tear my bicep like a pussy.
Yeah, you have to be a real dink to have that happen.
Who tears a bicep golfing? Holy smokes. What a loser.
Man.
Do you know somebody that did that?
No, I don't know anybody like that. But I do know somebody who we were talking about 2 weeks ago now, I guess, your boy Kendall.
I love you, big baby.
Yeah, we love you, Nate. who dropped a 45-pound plate on his toe, right? So I can do you one better now.
Oh no!
So I got a message, and we're not going to show it on here because it might get us taken off YouTube. To be honest with you, but I got a message from Chris Weeb at 7:30 p.m. on last Thursday, letting me know that he had dropped a 280-pound keg on his toe.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, that's a gooder.
Yeah. So,
holy shit!
To spare you seeing the photo, it's fucking mangled and just bleeding like a motherfucker.
Is it broken?
Oh, it's broken. But so that's right now. That's the highest that I know of somebody dropping.
So now we got to compare dick size here.
Yeah.
Is he still working?
Oh yeah. He's still training. He's still going to go to.
Is he?
He's still doing Tolstoy. Yep.
Because me and Kendall do real estate together, and he's on his own now. So he is literally drywall. He's got that toe wrapped up.
I mean,
I don't know how he's doing it.
That's insane.
He's drywalling, right there, climbing ladders. I'm like, how are you doing that? He's like, I'm in a lot of T3s. Like that poor guy.
Fuck, I don't doubt that at all.
Speaking of injuries, no surgery needed. Met with the surgeon yesterday.
Tremendous.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
I was happy-ish. So I got the MRI results. Like he showed me them, and he drew me a little picture because he could obviously tell I need pictures. And he's like, "This is your tendon. This is your
I know
pec."
you're from St. Malo, so I'm gonna break this down a little bit for you.
And he's like, "I need you to flex like the Hulk. Take your shirt off." So I threw some flexes, and he's like, pokes his eye. Yeah, there's a big hole here. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, I'm like, I don't know why I need my pants down for this. Then he reached up for my pec.
Yeah.
No, and so I have a 2.5 centimeter, so 1 inch of my pec is gone. Right. It's torn. It's never coming back.
Okay.
So he's like, we could do the surgery, but they don't like doing muscle tendon surgeries. They're generally not that productive. As a doctor, I'm like, so can I lift 100%? He's like, not telling you you'll be 100%, but you can probably get back to 90%.
Okay.
I'm like, well, that's okay because I was going to hit 500 this year and then go to 600. So if I stick 90% of 600, I can still roll to 540 bench in my lifetime.
That's pretty fucking good.
That's why I looked at it.
I like that attitude. That's good shit.
So I literally went home for my appointment, straight on the bench press. Yeah.
Nice.
Put 235 on. I'm like, oh, yeah, I still got it. But there's a fear I've never had, though.
For sure.
I get to my chest, and I'm scared to start pushing back up. Like, I just went so slow. I'm like, no, I got to be explosive. But I'm not. Yeah, it's going to take some confidence.
Just being mindful of, like, that reversal, like the switch of going down to up and just being controlled in that first little bit, that's going to make a big difference, you know?
I switched. I did a couple. I'm like, let's go 2 board. And I put the Elite Fitness shoulder saver on. Bang some. I like that thing. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I mean, at least you can start progressing now,
yeah.
which is nice,
yeah.
right?
And
so
Pat was, Brian was deadlifting, so I just put his and Pat's combined max bench, did some reps on the bench. And, you know.
Did you see my little thing making fun of Jeffers on the...
Hell yeah, I did. Oh, shit, that's fun. And the fact that they got it on video, Jeffers... Peacock act like she doesn't know who you are. Yeah. Yeah. I've never met her, so she doesn't know who I am. I know I talk about her a couple times just from what I see on through you guys and stuff.
She's a celebrity.
Yeah. See, I couldn't believe the size of her damn arms in that picture. With
she made Langlar
Holy
and fucking Jeffers look like a little sweet baby. Well, Jeffers looked like a big fat baby, and Langlar looked like a little skinny baby.
Yeah.
Because she was fucking monstrous compared to them.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm glad that Langlar didn't flex. It might have hurt his feelings.
Yeah, that was...
Unless he was flexing.
Maybe he was. That was
He's
was
trying
awesome.
to out-angle her. And
Yeah, it did not work. Yeah, that was fucking awesome, man. That was a great photo. I was a little jealous. It's been an intention of mine to go out there and train because Mel, Jeffers, and Isaac all train together out there.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a fucking
environment,
a group to train with. Like, holy smokes.
The knowledge base.
Yeah, like just like the fucking grind. You know what I mean? Like those guys are all hard fucking workers, and it would be. I've always said that I probably told Jeffers no less than fucking 10 times that I'll come out there and do that, but. It was nice to see that Langlar went out and did that and got a little more experience, a little more knowledge.
Screwed up the time change. He gets there, he texts me. Yeah, forgot about his time change, an hour early.
He's now early. Oh well, I mean, it could be worse than that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because they went out there and he brought his big fucking elephant bar or whatever.
Yeah, he picked it up out there.
Oh, is that what he did?
If I'm correct, I think he picked
okay.
it up there because he does some logistics stuff.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know I got to get out there. When I watched them do it, I was like, oh, holy shit.
Unless you just brought a whip, but yeah, that whip and that thing.
It's pretty wild. So
wow.
definitely gonna have to get out there. Get out to
BDSM
Selkirk once or twice.
deadlifting with the whip on that.
Pretty
thing.
wild. So I didn't expect it to be as much as that. So I'm gonna have to get out there and practice it. And speaking of fucking training for goddamn stupid westerns.
Oh, here it comes.
So this is what $300 looks like in fucking strongman equipment. Just this. 2 stupid rings that are different sizes.
Yeah, so clearly, my cock ring. Tyler's.
The average cock ring. $300 fucking dollars for those goddamn rings. So I hope that I don't. On one hand, I never want to see a fucking Denny Stone training session again, and on the other hand, I hope that there's nothing but Denny Stone.
Well, I'm
going to
get a replica set, and then we can throw them in all the comps in Manitoba.
Yeah, well, I was going to say we'll start doing it every goddamn competition to make sure that I get my money's worth out of those. Because fuck, I just and the thing was is that I went to I might have already told this, but when I went to Barbarian, I went and trained with Jeffers and Isaac, and I started off by trying the Denny Stone handles that Jeffers had, and it went very poorly, and I got pissed off, and I just stopped. So I was just fucking over it, and so. I was like, these are fucking completely different than the rings that I have. The rings that I have are so much easier or whatever. So Gian was just like, hold on.
Mama Gian comes in,
I'll take care of it. So she sat in her phone for probably about 30 minutes until she found a guy on Etsy who just makes them and sells them.
Which is crazy on Etsy.
Yeah, right. So he's just like, they were $140, which is like, I'd pay $140 for those, sure. But they're US dollars. So it goes up to about $200 right there. Plus it was $60 for shipping. Plus, it was like $40 for duty.
You should have texted me this stuff.
What?
Because I would have ordered a set with you, shipped it to the border, would have sent my wife over the border, saved us a bunch of shipping because U.S. shipping is a lot cheaper than international shipping.
Honestly, I was so just pissed off and over it that GM was like, "This is what it's going to cost." I was like, "Just fucking
typical
do it."
Devin. I'll get my wife to do my shit.
Yeah, I'll get Danielle to go get it. But I was like, "Just fucking do it. Just pull the trigger. I don't give a fuck anymore." I was just so heated and so over it. And that feeling hasn't really gone away. So,
speaking of the wife do stuff, so I felt a little bit attacked yesterday at the Bible study last night with my group, and we're just talking about who knows Bible. Talk about submission, being submissive, wife to husband, husband to the church, wife to the church, yada yada. And then we have some people who are out. They were just doing submission work in South Africa. They're out, and they're like, their submission's good in a marriage, but not if you're abusing it. Right. I'm just like, people are looking at people. My Bible study group, all the men are looking at me,
side-eyeing you,
and I'm like,
"Fuck you!
Who's abusing anything? What do you mean like? What do you mean abusing it?" Then my buddy Mwande, he's got a spoon. He takes his empty cup, and I'm like, his wife looks back. I'm like, brave man. See, I got your
little pee-pee.
I got some side eye there, a bit by my boys at the Bible study.
That's funny. So we are on the cusp of the cutoff for. In fact, when this episode comes out, that will be the last day for Manitoba's Strongest Man and Woman registration.
Yes, and we have 14.
I think we had.
Let me check them all.
Yeah, I think we had 20 total people registered for it, which isn't bad.
14 men and 2, 4, 6, 7 women. 21.
Women. Yeah, I would like to see a little more sign up from the women this year, but what are you going to do? I'm very much looking forward to the show because I will say that the people who are signed up are all like a pretty high caliber. Between the men and the women.
From here, we only got Anna, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kelsey's out of town.
Won't be doing it, and there was just a bunch of scheduling issues and stuff. So,
yeah.
What are you going to do? It is what it is.
But we're at the same as last year.
I don't think that's true. Oh, I had that wrong. That was wrong.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm having trust issues.
But we're doing. It's going to be what it will lead to is like a nice tight show where everyone's going to be competitive, and it'll be quick too, which will be nice for the people involved.
Yeah.
But anyway, Saturday, registration cutoff. Don't forget that there's good cash prizes for this too. I don't think we really talked about that too much, honestly.
I don't think people realize the money that's going out in this.
Yeah, I posted it on one time on Instagram story, but for both men and the women. It's $800 for first place.
Yep.
87642?
Yeah, 8642.
Yeah. So $800 for first place, $600 for second place, $400 for third, and $200 for fourth place. All the way to fourth place, we're giving money out. We really just want to like we had a great sponsorship from Stratton Agri.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, and they really came through. So we wanted to make sure that a lot of that went back to the athletes, and we could make sure that we could do that because boy, oh boy, we couldn't have done that without Stratton Agri.
Not a chance. The guy's a beauty, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't mean to. All of our sponsors for Manitoba Strongest Man have been fantastic to us, and we're gonna make sure that we're talking about them nonstop leading up to the competition.
Well, and Brandon himself, he trains himself too. You want to see a guy who can do some cool shit? It's the owner of Stratton Agri.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a long distance shooter.
Oh, cool.
Like rifles.
Nice.
He was just in another shooting competition this weekend. I don't know how I did. I watched, but I watched him drop a coyote. I know some people aren't into hunting, but it was over a mile.
Really?
Yeah, he's got
That's
a video
crazy.
of it. Like you shoot, he shoots, boom, and you got to wait a couple seconds
For sure.
until the bullet hits. He does that. He's doing like 2,000, 3,000 yard shots.
Wow,
man. It's
that's pretty cool.
crazy.
That's pretty interesting.
Good for him. If you had, I like that stuff. I find that cool. But
So he's a cool guy too. Then he likes guns. Guns are sick. So that's pretty much all there is to be said about Stratton Agri. But they've been taking good care of us for the last couple of years with this show. So make sure that anybody that we post, this is to anybody who's listening, but especially to the Manitoba Strongman people. If we post sponsors, give them a follow.
and share it.
Yeah, share it at the very least. If you like say we have First Row Collectibles, they're a great sponsor of ours. They have been a few times already. If you ever need just some sports memorabilia, some fucking nerd shit, go there and buy it.
Where is he on Main?
He's on Main Street.
I've driven by. I still haven't stopped in.
Yeah, you gotta stop by and say
and
hi.
I need to go say hi and buy something.
He's got an online store that's also really easy to use and everything, and he's a great guy who's always helping out Strongman. And that's just one of the we won't sit here and name every single one, but they're all great. We love them all very much.
Yeah.
So Manitoba Strongest Man, the registration ends today, as of this episode airing, ends of today. So if you're not registered, please do get registered. If you're thinking about you want to be there, you want to lend a hand, please let us know because we could always use a couple more volunteers. And if not, hey, if you're involved in the Manitoba Strongman scene and you don't want to compete, first of all, that's strike one. Second of all, if you don't want to volunteer, strike two. And if you don't show up to at least watch a goddamn Pro-Am Strongman competition happening in Manitoba, strike three, buddy. I'm kicking your fucking ass. Okay?
Take that to the bank.
Yeah. So I want to see if you're if the people who aren't registered, that's fine. Like I said, it's a heavy show. And if you can't volunteer, hey, I get it. Whatever. It's a long day. But please come out and watch. Come out and spectate.
It's not a long day. We run shows fast. 4 hours.
That's also true. It's not that long of a day. But come out and spectate. Come check it out. Come cheer on your favorite guy and girl athletes.
Yeah.
It's going to, that women's division is going to be really something to watch this year.
The crowd at Morris is 500 plus.
Yeah, it was awesome. There's a beer gardens there. There's food.
And they're doing some extra stuff this year for it too. Brian's bringing it. They're really making it a highlight.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
So come out and check it out. It's going to be a real blast. And then before that, we have, of course, before Manitoba Strongest, we have Tolstoy, which is already signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yep.
No more registration for that one. But do come out and watch it. I've been watching some of the training videos of some people getting ready for it. It's going to be a really tight competition.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah. I went to Battle of the Barbarians, and provinces have ups and downs in terms of hot and cold periods in terms of signups for certain divisions and stuff. See, like last year, we had a fucking crazy U90 division.
Yeah.
I think we had like 10 people in our U90 division last year when normally we had none.
Yeah.
And this year, I think we have 3. So, like, when I went to Battle Barbarians, like, their open division was a little low. There wasn't really that many guys. But you look at our open division for this competition.
It's wild.
It's great for both the men and the women.
Biggest open division we've had.
Yeah, and it's really, really high level guys that are going to be this open division for Tolstoy will be very telling of Manitoba's future for Strongman.
There's at least 2 or 3 that'll go pro in the next 2 years.
Yeah, I think that's entirely possible too.
I think very possible in the next 2 years we have 4 or 5 pro strongmen plus some pro strong women.
Yep.
Really, if you win nationally pro, but I guess that's in the master's class and they don't whatever it is. But
it's different.
We
if we're talking about joining the circuit, joining the pro circuit.
Yeah.
We know that there's one route to do that, and that's to do really well at Westerns.
Yeah.
Or which man like. The idea of I don't know if I talked about it here or not, but the idea of getting your pro status the way that I got it now is there's just no way.
I know.
There's just no way. Like for you to be an amateur to show up and be like, okay, I'm gonna beat Jeffers. Like on a different year, Tristan would be there, but let's say like Jeffers, Tristan, Sean, Colton, Dan, me, Isaac, like there's Sam Risling.
Sean Hayes.
Like, did I say him? Sorry, Sean Hayes. Yeah, like Josh Cloherty. Like, there's so many guys there that are like, oh, you wanna get your pro status this way? Well, I don't know if that's the way to do it. Like, you're much better trying to go to nationals and getting it that way.
Yeah,
like, it's
you are.
just like I really feel like unless we get like an absolute freak of nature show up out of nowhere and just crushes at Westerns, I really think that I'll be one of the last guys to get pro status that way. I just don't think that that's going to be.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's going to be feasible.
Especially because there's so many. When you did it, there was only a couple pros there at the time. From maybe 4 or 5, 3, 4.
No,
because Tristan was injured.
Tristan was there,
but he got injured halfway, right?
He got injured at the very end.
Oh, did he?
Don't get it twisted, okay? I beat Tristan, and I was beating him at the last event, and then I continued to beat him. So don't get that twisted.
Supposedly you need to get injured if you want to make it further in this sport.
Yeah, exactly. He just came back with a fucking force. I guess I should have tried to tear my bicep there.
Why is it every time you beat somebody they just? It's just the vengeance in them.
It's because I make it very hard to be beaten by me. I'm not exactly a good winner. So I make sure that even though I've only beaten Jeffers once, but there's always going to be that one. I know there's not a goose egg in that column for me. There's always going to be one.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's just it's crazy to think about that. But anyway, I do think that in the next couple of years, Manitoba is going to have a really strong presence in the open division at amateur nationals.
I hope so.
And it all starts in Tolstoy. It all starts May 25th in Tolstoy. So if you're a fan of the sport, if you have somebody who's competing there, please, I urge you to come out and check it out because it's going to be a great competition. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that we're expecting pretty much the same deal as last year, where it's like barbecue, beer gardens, all that stuff.
Yeah, they got a barbecue truck coming
out,
beer garden. Man, I want to say, correct me wrong, but he's bringing a live band.
Oh well, shit.
Did I dream that? I swear he's bringing a live band.
That very well could be. Ben Holadraga is the owner of the LC's Hotel there, and he really takes good care of us when we go out there. This just started off as just like a random email to him, be like, hey, you want to have a strongman competition? And then he's turned it into this big thing, which has been awesome. So, are you looking up the band?
Yeah, I'm looking up his Instagram page. I swear he had said live band, and I don't want to sure. Yeah, attention, 3 days ago, live band.
Live band. There you go.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So there's going to be a live band after the show.
So this is going to be a whole spectacle that we can all look forward to, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
He's pretty excited about it, yeah.
I like that Manitoba Strongman is like, it's turning it, like, the events are all, the Strongman is part of an event. You know what I mean? Like, I do like that about it, where it's like, hey, you want to hang out afterwards, you get some barbecue, have a few beers. Not too many because you got to drive back to Winnipeg afterwards.
Yeah.
But
it's a long
someone's
drive.
got to drive.
Yeah.
But it's a good time that, like, you don't feel like you have to, like, run out of there and be like, oh, thank God that's finally over. Like, it's a good event.
Dude, that's where I met. That's how I developed. Gordon Joss invited 2 years ago.
That's where I met my wife.
What? Yeah. No. Yeah. Sure. You have a wife?
Yeah.
Are you getting married?
Yeah.
Do you remember that photo you put up the one time?
What?
You and Jan put this photo up. I thought it was you proposing. I messaged her.
Oh.
I was all excited. Oh, the old-fashioned Devin. No, but after invited the 1 year, I finished cleaning up the comp, and then there's all these, like, midgets in the corner. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go see who these people are. And it was Gordon, BJ, and their wives. But
the nicest midget you could ever hope to
see.
I'm
like, oh, little people, big field.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, I went there, and they're like, hey, you want a beer? Sure. And we sat down because they just competed. And that was the first time ever talking to Gordon Jocelyn.
So how did Gordon Jocelyn get hooked up with Strongman then if they didn't know you beforehand?
I don't even know. Gordon was doing powerlifting. And I don't even know who invited him in. I don't know if I ever asked him who invited him in the Strongman.
Huh. I'd be curious to know that. There's a lot of people that I'd be curious to know their backgrounds of
how they got in,
what their inroad to Strongman.
Man, I'm trying to think of who would have invited him at that time. I don't know.
Maybe they just heard about it.
Maybe Jan.
Maybe.
Do you know
maybe
Jan?
Maybe
Jan.
Yeah, I bet there's a Brickhouse connection there.
There could be, yeah, because they'd like to travel around different gyms and hit different gyms. I think they've trained here before. Has Gord?
I don't know if he's been here besides to compete in the log thing.
Oh, okay.
But he's welcome. He's invited. Let's also do, while we're sitting here, let's do a little Deadlift for Dreams.
I'm struggling.
Check
here.
in.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I gotta be honest with you. I haven't really pushed very hard yet.
No, I mean I put too many espressos in this.
Oh, I thought you meant you're raising money. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing great.
Yeah, I was playing peekaboo with my asshole.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Way too many espressos.
Do you know that I've never drank a cup of coffee?
There's got to be something.
That's nope. I swear to God, that's the end of it.
Seriously?
There's no joke to that.
See, I didn't start till like a couple years ago.
Really?
I never needed caffeine. I just didn't. And now put an espresso machine next to my desk. And
I like an energy drink, but even that's like the last 2 years too.
Interesting.
Where me and my brother,
pumped to live life.
Yeah, we just never drank coffee. I always
your brother, he's a beauty.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I'm actually doing this. I got a crew in his house right now.
Just wait to get to know him a little more.
Is he bad?
No, I'm just kidding.
Should I wreck his house?
He's literally exactly what you meet.
I literally got a crew there right now doing his house. Should
I can't think of anybody.
Tell him to mess it up?
Yeah, I mean, just for fun. Yeah, for sure. I can't think of anybody outside my brother who's more like what you meet is, or what you get is exactly what you think you get with him. He's not trying to mask anything. Okay, so Deadlift for Dreams. Last week we were at 12%, if I remember that correctly, I think.
Yes.
This week we've done a 2% jump to 14%. We're at $8,834.60. We're creeping right up on that $10,000 first, like, really big increment.
Man, I hope, yes. Yeah, and we got to reach. They say 65. I want to see 100. I want to see 6 digits for kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm looking at the leaderboard here.
I haven't looked at it yet.
So Dave Beakley in first place with like a commanding first
from
place.
the grave.
Well, he's raising money in memoriam of Dave Beakley. Yeah. So he's got $1,228. Lexi is doing really well too in second place with $500, and our own sweaty old Devin Penner here with $380.
That's it.
That's it.
That's pretty pathetic.
Well, let's all. Hey, you know what? Here's a little challenge for you. Let's get Devin out of third place. Let's bump him down the list.
Yeah,
and get somebody else up there. Somebody who tries a little harder.
Shit, yeah, let's get somebody who tries. Hey, in my defense, for my shitty fundraising efforts, I did nail a Sweatlight sponsor $2,500.
Well, that doesn't go to your name.
It doesn't actually. I was kind of actually butthurt about it.
Nope. It only matters what's next to your name there.
Yeah, no one actually cares about.
Gian's in 5th place. She's on the leaderboard. They're creeping up.
Hold on.
And if you go somewhere down to near the very bottom, you'll find me at 0.
No, but hold on. Let's see here. Oh, that's what we're looking at, boys. Zoom in on your shit. So if you go under teams, Training Grounds Gym, first place, baby, $1,800 raised.
Yeah, thanks to Lex.
Iron Age strength, 967, just over half.
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
It's up. It's not bad, except for that yours is all from one girl. And
I don't know, guys. It's I mean, 500, 380, 315, 202, 1. I mean,
I think that mine is probably all Candace and Gian.
It probably is.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Guaranteed.
If I'm wrong, hey, great, and I hope that there's more people, but I think that might be it.
Yeah.
There's a guy from my gym who he did the log comp. He likes to jump in on charity stuff. Not a like a strongman competitor by any means, but he wanted to do Deadlift for Dreams, but it's the same day as the Banjo Bowl. So I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows here.
Jan and Martin are the front runners for
Oh, Martin! I should have known. I should have guessed that Martin would be raising crazy money.
The Banjo Bowl.
Jeff said that he's gonna give a big old donation. To make
Holy
up for
shit!
that,
Jeffers and his sister are probably going to that.
Yeah, Keelan.
Banjo Bowl.
The Banjo Bowl. Yeah. So. Anyway, that's our deadlift. I'm not gonna go any further with that.
Saskatchewan.
That's our Deadlift for Dreams.
Oh, is that where our boy Sham in the Shed's from?
Where?
Sham, isn't he?
Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Is he a Rough Riders fan?
Warman? I don't know because he's from Winnipeg. So
are you a Rough Riders fan, Sham?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who else we know that's a Rough Riders fan who's kind of weird?
Jeffers. Probably Tristan.
This makes sense.
Tristan's from Saskatchewan too, so.
Yeah, why don't Saskatchewan girls do reverse cowgirl?
I don't know why, Devin.
Because you never turn your back on family.
Yeah, I guess I should have guessed that. Jesus Christ. All right, so that's what we got coming up for that shit. So
DM me now, boys.
Yeah. We'll give our quick little blast here of all of our stuff coming up here. So as we said, Tolstoy locked and loaded. Don't worry about it; it's already done with. If you're too late, consider signing up for either Manitoba Strongest Man. Registration ends today as this episode is airing.
Vita, we need some sign-ups for Vita.
Let's look at Vita here.
Dude, we got 4 people signed up. So I don't know if y'all are just trying to see how you play some Tolstoy, but y'all, we need more in Vita.
We actually do. Yep, we have 4 registrations.
Not one girl. Only 4 people have paid.
4 guys. Yep. Okay, so let's get that boosted up a little bit. That's to be honest with you, that's the way it always fucking goes. It's when the first competition ends, that's when people start thinking about the next one.
That literally, yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that.
The registration will go at least 2 weeks after Tolstoy. It's to get
for
shirts
sure.
in time.
At least.
Yeah, 2 to 3.
So get yourself signed up for that one though. That one's Canada Day. It's always a fun time. I'm never there.
I know.
Yeah, I can't be at that one because I do Westerns.
And
but
it's a Monday this year.
Yeah, it's a Monday. Yep, absolutely. So how many opportunities do we get to compete on a Monday? Not very fucking
I actually
many.
took the week off after that, too. I'm going to cabin, so heck with it.
Really?
I'm literally packing that show up, and I'm driving straight out.
Nice.
Screw this.
And you can hold a competition at your cabin area with all the people around.
So I should, eh?
Yeah, you should.
Log lifts.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun to see. Just test all your neighbors.
Okay.
So we got that one. We got Vita. Then we got the Magnus competition.
Yeah. Beginning of August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that one?
Good.
Yeah.
We haven't done some cool trophies though.
Really?
I haven't seen them yet, but somebody reached out and is doing some pretty stool.
Pretty stool.
My stool's pretty
Yeah.
peekaboo right now.
Yeah.
No, some pretty cool stuff with some stone engraving stuff.
Cool. Oh, that's neat.
Especially for sure, first place he's doing. I'm trying to get to all three, but
Right.
events should be announced soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working
Okay,
on them.
sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just Magnus is big on keeping things very old, like
Yeah.
natural stones, wooden logs. I don't know wooden logs, so
I wish.
trying to give in more to the homage to the old stuff.
Yeah.
So or homage, whatever you call it. I'm trying to figure that out, how I can make that work without spending a ton of money.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's gonna be it'll be different. We're gonna switch up the events. On the last 2 years we ran some of the same events. My farmer's there. Then you hurted your foot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's right. I did. It still
yeah,
hurts.
I was gonna turn those farmers into a yoke. But
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
yeah, just getting some uprights put up, but we'll see.
That would be less injury prone than
yeah.
farmers. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
or put some feet on them.
Or just don't let dummies like me use them, and it won't be a problem.
Yeah. That'll be coming out soon.
Oh, I also to mention too, June 22nd, Lucas Hatton coming in,
Yes.
teaching us all something. Get registered for that one, guys. We've had a nice little sign up for that one already, and I want to see a few more. It's like I said, it's I really just want it for people to learn. I want people to get better in Manitoba, and I really love when I'm going over something with somebody, and I can be like, hey, do you remember what Terry said at the last thing? And then I can reference that, and it's like they were there, they remember. So get signed up for that one. August 10th in Winkler, the Harvest Fest, we have Manitoba Provincials, which is going to be a great competition. I'm super excited for that one. Right in the smack dab middle of summer, we're going to have a nice hot day for that one probably, and it'll be it's always fun at the Harvest Fest. It's always a good time out there.
Big crowd.
Big crowd, yeah. It's just, it'll be a real blast.
That's part of the fair, so there's shit going on for the whole family.
Right, there's just a built-in
So if you got
audience
kids and you bring your kids, your family, your wife, your in-laws, your outlaws, they can go.
If they get bored of watching you compete, they can go do something else.
Yeah.
Take a break
They
from
don't
it.
want to see you lose so long.
They can always watch you get your ass kicked for so long. I'm talking to you watching.
Yeah.
And then sometime in November, I think I might have set a date. I don't remember, but we got our first Manitoba Grip Sport competition coming up. So train those dick rippers and get yourself ready.
I was just gonna say, test the strength of your dick beaters.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll know once and for all who has the strongest dick.
Whoever's
ripper.
got the tightest grip and who's got the smallest.
That's how we'll figure it out. We got Pro Strongman and Western Canada's Strongest Man James Jeffers coming out to ref that one and just
we'll see.
Teach me and Devin.
He
how
might
to
not
do
be Western Canada's man this year.
it. Sorry, Western Canada's Strongest Man 2023.
Ooh,
after,
shots fired.
After I don't know. Me, I beat him. Let's say that. No. He's gonna make that into a big fucking thing. So no, not me. Actually, somebody else.
Check the time. Edit that out.
Fucking Let's say Sean Hayes beats him. There you go. Then he'll be the former Western Canada's Strongest Man. So I know we got a lot coming up, guys, and it's gonna be a really packed season. We're gonna have lots of fun. Deadlift for Dreams 2, which is actually full.
Yes.
No more registration for Deadlift for Dreams. I told you. I fucking warned you guys.
Yeah.
I warned you motherfuckers to get signed up for it, and you didn't do it.
4 months out and we're full.
So that's amazing.
Yeah.
So now what there is, I believe there's like a waiting list.
Yeah, there's a waiting list,
potentially.
yeah.
Like there's like an alternate list. So if you didn't get signed up, get signed up. Get on that waiting list because people are gonna have to drop out. Things change. Like
And I'm a guy who often doesn't lift, and I'm signed up.
Yeah.
So maybe somewhat again, I'll just keep fundraising and maybe
there
listen
you
to
go.
lift.
So if you want to do it, it's really, really fun. Like it's a great day. It's an awesome atmosphere, and it's like a single lift day, so it's like not super tough or challenging or whatever. You know
Family
what I mean?
event.
Yep, absolutely.
Bouncy castles, dunk tanks, barbecue. I got a chicken barbecue donated this year.
Yes, we were saying that's
yeah,
amazing.
it's gonna be great.
We're gonna have and on top of the all the fun that we get to have there that day, the important thing is that it's raising money for a very important
It's
cause.
such a big event. Massonomics stopped by last year.
That's right, they did. Yeah, Massonomics were there last year. Just popped in. They heard about Deadlift for Dreams. They said, we got to drive all the way from South Dakota to St. Malo, Manitoba, and check out Deadlift for Dreams. That's exactly what they did.
That's what they did. Yeah.
So
and
respect
then
to those guys.
Stumbled upon a cabin and stayed. But
Yeah, whatever. That's hardly important.
Whatever.
So come out, check it out, raise some money. We're raising money for Ruby. That's her name, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Ruby.
Ruby, who is a young child who's dealing with some serious medical issues right now.
Yep.
And
Well, she's in remission right now.
In remission right now.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. So
she's a sweetheart.
So we're raising some money for a family that could really use a break.
Yes.
In that way. So please, if you can't come down, if you can't make it, if you just fucking hate having fun, you hate seeing joy, you hate bringing a smile to children's faces, at least donate some money.
Yeah.
That's the least you can do is just donate a little money. Find somebody that you like who's competing, toss $20 their way, toss $30 their way, and every little bit like that goes a long way.
Yep.
True?
That's it. That's exactly it.
Okay.
Make sure to follow us on YouTube. We're trying to get our subscribers up.
Yeah.
That would be amazing for all of us.
Yeah. Let's come up with something that we can try to put into the comment section to boost comments. Who is Devin fatter than?
Holy shit.
Put that in the comments. Everyone list somebody in the comments that Devin's fatter than.
Oh man.
I'll start first with former WWF champion Yokozuna.
Dude, that guy was one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day.
He's awesome.
Holy
but Devin
smokes.
is fatter than him.
I
so
forgot about that guy.
That's the crazy part. So give us a little boosted engagement with some stupid shit like that. So okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Give us a follow. Strong and Petty.
Iron Age. Deadlift for Dreams.
Deadlift for Dreams.
Tolstoy.
Training Grounds.
Iron Age. Strongman, Toba, Manitoba, Strongman, I mean.
Hey, buy a hat. We got these cool hats, man. They fit my big ass head, so they're gonna fit yours. And with that, we bid you adieu.